I was probably like 4 or 5, and my dad used to beat my mom, right? Like, I still remember, like as if it was yesterday. Uh, 4 or 5 years old, and my dad would just beat my mom, and he'd just be wailing on her and in a corner. And my sister was 2 years older than me, so we would go and try to protect my mom, right? So my dad's right there trying to slap and this and that, and my mom's crying and screaming, and my sister and I, we would go there and try to protect, try to shield my mom, right? And it was crazy growing up like that, and that's just all I knew, just being in that kind of a relationship and seeing what's going on. It was and it was about 5 when my uncle, my mom's brother in India, was getting married. He was going to get married, sent an invite, and we're like, oh great, we're going to go to the wedding. So my dad, he's always busy, so he goes, okay, why don't you three go? So my mom, my sister, myself, flew to India. What we didn't know was when he sent us one way. Like, again, I'm 5 years old. My sister is not much older. My mom doesn't speak a lick of English. Just, didn't know better. So we arrive in India, enjoyed the wedding, wedding festivities. Indian weddings are crazy, they last like weeks. So enjoyed the whole wedding stuff. And then during the process, we received a letter from the U.S. from my dad, and he goes, "Hey, I'm going to buy a business, and we need to get a loan. I need you to sign these papers and all of that good stuff." Go cool. Sign the papers. Excited. Got a business going on, potential later on, all that good stuff. And about a week later, received another letter, and just saying, "Hey, by the way, we're divorced." Those were not business papers. Those were actually divorce papers that you signed. And again, my mom didn't know any better. She didn't know what she was signing, what was going on. And that's when she started saying, okay, we got to get back to the US. We don't know what's going on. And that's when we discovered that we only had one-way tickets. So it was my dad's entire plan to send us to India one way, do this divorce stuff, and then he also wrote a letter like he sold the house. So he sold the house and he just dipped. And so we borrowed money to get back to the U.S. from friends and family. Came to the U.S. and like he said, he sold the house. We went to our house, and there's a Caucasian family living there. And they go, "Hey, sorry, we just bought this house. We don't know what's going on with you, your family, but we bought this house." And I'm peeking inside, and I could still see like it's all our old furniture. My dad sold it as is, like everything was there, even all my toys, my sister's toys, and and the family was nice. I still remember that they're kind enough to let us go in, and each of us got a toy. So my sister had this Dukes of Hazzard guitar that she picked out, and I had my favorite Tonka truck. This is the old days of Tonka, where this truck was made of like steel. It was like rust steel. This is like the shin killer. If this hits you, you're not walking for a week. And we were basically homeless, right? We had nothing, zero, no money, no house, just nothing except what we had in our luggage from the trip back to India. And we stayed with friends. We had some really good friends, family friends that lived by, that were always trying to help my mom and throughout the process. And my mom, she's just a beast. I mean, like, my mom is the original soldier. When you look at a single mom that was just dumped with 2 kids and nothing. So she found a job. I remember her first job was at a factory. So it was like a cannery. So a lot of peaches, fruits, things of that sort. Worked there all the time. Got another part-time job cleaning houses, and we got our first apartment. And that apartment, oh my God, that place was just horrible. We had like just roaches everywhere. You couldn't open a box of cereal without roaches popping out, or just you're just sitting and then you just feel something running across your foot. It was not fun. But my mom. This is back in the days when we can get away with not having a babysitter. So my mom basically worked three jobs and to provide for our family. We were on food stamps, and this is the old days. This isn't the cool EBT stuff. No, no, no. This is the old days where the food stamps look like a check, and you're taking out like this monopoly money. So when you're paying with food stamps, everyone knew you're paying with food stamps. They're like, oh, broke ass mofo's, right? And but things went on, and we my mom just continued to work, and finally we were able to get a nicer apartment, finally afford to buy a house, and from that point on just kind of build from there. And about me in the process of this, I was always an entrepreneur. There's something inside of me, and I think a lot of you feel it too, that we a lot of times you get that entrepreneur gene a little bit early. I remember at some point I wanted a magic kit, and they go, hey, you can buy. There was a catalog of stuff you can go buy if you sold like these greeting cards. I sold greeting cards. I sold chocolate bars and things like that to friends and family because I would get this magic kit or this. Right. So, and the reason I'm telling you this, or I'm even kind of explaining this to you, is I know what it feels like to be poor. Like I've been at the bottom, like just didn't have $5 to spare when I was younger, and I grew when I grew up. I grew up poor. I grew up bad with money. I put myself in crazy debt. You do not know broke until you go to the gas station and you got 36 cents to put in the tank, right? You're scrambling for change under the seats and hoping you got something, right? I remember times that I would want to take a girl out on a date and I had zero money, like nothing. I knew the credit card wasn't gonna work. I know there's nothing in the ATM or the debit card. So what I would do, because I was just stupid as stupid can be, and I don't even know if you can still do this, but I would go to an ATM and fake like I'm putting cash in. So they'd have an envelope or whatever, and I would say, yeah, I just deposited, $200 cash, right? There was like a blank envelope, and I would take out like $60 from it, just so I could take some girl out for dinner or something. And then, of course, the bank would find out there was no money, and then they would ding me with an overdraft fee of like 40, $50 or some stupid amount like that. So I'm just, that was my financial responsibility. Uh, but again, I always knew that even though I didn't have money, I wasn't broke. And that's the purpose of this whole talk is saying, regardless of where you are, I knew that I could do things as long as my mind worked. There's a way I could get myself out of any mess that I was put in. I saw my mom do it, right? I've done it, Lord knows how many times. Just got myself out of situations because I go, there's a way, right? Any situation that you're in, there's a way out. And so but I've always valued knowledge. I've always valued information. I followed people that were doing well. There was one mentor that I had, super duper rich guy. And, I valued spending time with this cat. Like I knew if I could just get around the right kind of people, if I could just spend more time with these people that they knew something that I just didn't know, right? They had it's like they had this decoder ring of success. And if I could spend enough time with them, they'll share their secrets with me. And they did, which was awesome. So this one gentleman, he was building his mansion on top of this hill, just beautiful. And I remember after work, I would go to his house and say, "Hey man, can I help you with anything?" And I would nail boards to the floor. I would wash his cars. He was landscaping and he had these big ass boulders. I'd lift boulders and throw them and help him landscape. And I became his go-to guy when it came to getting anything like that's done. And then after the work, I would just be dirty and dusty and tired, and he would take me to lunch, and he would share his secrets with me. Right. It's everything that I've learned, everything that I've been able to achieve, everything I've been able to get to. It's because I just understood there's a person in front of me, and there's a person behind me, and the guy in front of me I can learn from. The person behind me, I can teach too, right? Does that make sense, right? So we're all at these levels, and no matter where you are, I promise this: you are in front of somebody and you are behind somebody. So don't feel like you're ever discouraged. And so I continue going down this path. And one of the things I push a lot, as you know, is video. I'm always just chanting, I'm like, dude, you need to do video. You need to do video. You need to do video. And the reason why I don't say it because it's easy, I know it's not easy, right? It took me, I've been wanting to do video for 10 years. I literally just did not have the balls to do it. I've been wanting to, and I bought all the equipment, and I'm watching this, and I'm trying to figure out all the right things to say, and I was just lying to myself. The secret was the real deal was I was just scared. I was insecure. I was insecure of how I looked. I swear when I hear my own voice sound, it fucking sounds like I inhaled helium. You ever feel that way? You ever hear your own voice and you're like, oh shit, I fucking sound like that? Damn. That's how, hey, you're not alone, right? I feel like that. Uh, yeah, I still feel that way. I still like I'm looking at myself right now. I'm like, fuck, damn, Daniel, right? And then I hear the way I talk. I'm just like, I just don't give a fuck anymore, right? So also if you're listening to this, please, I'm gonna curse. I'm gonna let shit rip because I just feel that that's just how I feel right now. So I've been wanting to do it for a while, and I just didn't. I was scared, right? And I'm just being blank honest to you. I was just scared. I wanted to. I spent all this money on programs, and these people promised me the world. But it doesn't matter what somebody brings you if you're not ready to do it. They can give you all the secrets. You can't. But if you're not inside, if you don't have that confidence to step up to speak it, it's going to be tough, right? So I've been on this journey. Like I think a lot of you that want to be on this journey, that want to get more comfortable being on social media, doing video, you want to just be like, okay, cool, I want to do that, but how? And one thing I'll share with you is there's two things that I put on a scale, right? And I think this is going to help a lot of you a lot. I hope it will, because this is what did it for me. On one side of the scale, I have my insecurities. I'm ugly. I'm fucking bald. My teeth are crooked. I sound funny. I don't look the way that someone needs to look. All those kind of things. So I have all these insecurities. On the other side, I have regret. And my regret was, wait, okay, if you don't do this now and you don't get comfortable pushing your business, this is what you were made to do. If you don't do it now and 10 years go by, how will you feel? Will you regret not making that choice? Will you regret that you didn't take this action earlier? Will you regret being in the situation you're still being? Because if you don't change, if you don't adjust what you do. What they're saying, if you do what you do, you're going to keep getting what you're getting. So if you're not happy with what you're getting now, where you are now, if you keep going down that path, you're going to get more of the same, right? If you keep growing fucking lemon trees, you don't be hoping motherfucking mangoes coming out of it, right? That's just stupid, right? And the same thing with business is if you keep doing what you're doing, you can keep getting what you're getting. So for me, I had all these. This is how heavy my insecurities were right here. Like literally, it's like my insecurity was at from 1 to 100 is like 95. But what saved my ass was my weight of regret was 99. So I didn't want to regret my life 10 years from now. And that regret is such a powerful thing, because when you look at anything, they go, when you look at people who are about to die or this and that, and they have these talks like, what do you regret? And almost all of them are the same. I wish I would have lived fuller. I wish I would have done more things that I wanted to do. I wish I wasn't so fucking judgmental about myself. I wish I didn't give a fuck about what other people felt about me. right? So no, nobody told, oh, I wish I would have worked harder. I wish I would have done this. It was like, you know what? I wish I would have been me more earlier, because you are going to be you at some point. And I think the older you get, the less you just give a fuck. Can I say that? Is that legal? The older you get, the less fucks you give. So as I got older, I'm just like at some point, like, you know what? Fuck this shit. I need to fucking do this. I need to be me, and break the mold of what people feel that they need to be in, right? So I just said, fuck this shit. I don't, I'm tired of regretting and living like, just driving my Ferrari, driving me with the fucking parking brakes on, right? It's like, and that's who you are. You're this amazing, unstoppable force. I wish, because I see a lot of y'all, and I see me like 10 years ago, and just scared to make my move, just scared to put myself out there, and just scared. And I'll be honest, if I would have done what I'm doing now 10 years ago, not doing it probably cost me like $10 million, like easy, easy, just easy, just easy. And that's the regret that hurts, when you're not living your capacity, when you're not being you, when you're not living at your potential. You're not only, killing your soul, and you're not only just fucking hating life so much, I guess you can say, like I was, but it's also a financial drain. You're taking away from you, you're taking away from your kids, your family that you want to help, and to me, enough was enough. So that was the deal. It's like I just didn't want to live with regret anymore. And so my regret was so high. I feared regret more than my insecurities. And that's when I made the move. So I fell in love with the beauty business, right? And I was speaking with a gal today, and a lot of people think I've been in the beauty business for a long time. Some of you obviously know I haven't, but a lot of people, like, if I say, hey, how long do you think I've been in? Oh, Wick, you sound like you've been doing it for years, like 5 years, 10 years, like shit. I've been doing this for 7 months. I can count it on two hands, right? Seven fingers, 7 months, not years, months. I've been doing this, and the what's really helped me, what's catapulted me into this space, is video. Like here. So weird. But imagine in the beginning, and in the beginning, when I first go, okay, I'm gonna get in the beauty business, right? I see there's a need there. I didn't know if it was gonna work out or not. I didn't ever think it was gonna work out this well. I had no fucking clue. But I go, okay, let me give it a go, right? Let's see what's up. And I'm all trying to talk to people. I'm trying to DM women, trying to DM all you beautiful, bold beauty bosses, trying to DM. And they're like, what the fuck's this creep? This dude looks like fucking a brown uncle, fucking Fester from the Addams family, right? And you know what? There's a lot of women that were either creeped out, thought I had a hidden agenda or something, or I was trying to slip in the DMs, or I'm just some other marketer trying to sell shit or do shit, whatever. And there's a lot of people in this group that wouldn't give me the time of day in the beginning, right? Just go, nope. I can't tell you how many messages I've gotten where somebody said, Wick, I owe you an apology. In the beginning, I just thought you're some other strange dude, trying to slip in the DMs, and trying to get the bougie, right? And I'm like, dude, I don't blame you. I go, I would think the same way too. But you know what won you over, a lot of you over, is I just stuck with it, and I gave my permission, because I let my insecurities just fucking drop. I go, insecurities, fuck you. Fuck you, insecurities. You've robbed me enough of my life. You've robbed me enough of fucking my ability to shine. Because if I was just on social media typing stuff and doing things like that, and just kind of saying, hey, that's hey, what's up, this is Wick, and it's just a message, it wouldn't have worked, right? You would not have seen the personality. You would not have seen how much I care. You would not have seen how committed I am to you. you would not have seen any of this shit. So, oh my God, is this still working? Hold on, my shit just froze. I don't know. Anyways, and so, that's why this video stuff is so important. It's not about, it's just about letting people see who you are, who your personality is, your natural thing. And in the beginning, you might be a little bit shady. You might be, rough on around the edges, and that's okay. No one starts off fucking good, right? I still hate this shit. I still do it though. Like, I'm doing it right now. Looking at me and I'm seeing like fucking bags under my eyes and shit. I'm like, fuck. I need some more sleep. But with my sleep, I also need you to do well. I need you to do better. I need you to believe in yourself and just be like, okay, there's two things that are going to guide you. It's your insecurities and your regrets. Regretting not doing your best in your business, regretting being afraid to be on social media, regretting not living your life out. You have a personality, and here's something like just fucking mind blowing to me, and I hope you see this. This is gonna come out weird, but whatever. It is what it is. Me being in the position where I am, I see a lot of what's going on within individuals. Like somebody will say, "Hey Wick, I'm struggling with this. Hey Wick, this is going on. Hey Wick, I'm broke. Hey Wick, I don't know what to do. Hey Wick, I can't get clients. What's this?" And one thing I've realized in this beauty industry, and what's really pulled me into it, is 80. I think about 80% of the estheticians in the industry are either either broke or barely getting by, right? There's a small percentage that are I think doing well based on the numbers that I'm seeing, roughly 70, 80%, whatever. So a lot of estheticians, if you're not making, I think, 100 grand a year at least, then that's where you need to be at that point, right? But a lot of y'all are, I think, at that 30,000. A lot of y'all aren't even at the 30, and I'm seeing this, and I'm saying, okay, a lot of the estheticians, if I see what they're doing, what they're posting, they're all posting the same stuff. Hi, I have a sale. Hey, come in for a dermaplane, special, right? They're doing all these things. And so what my philosophy has always been is, okay, a lot of people in this industry are doing this. This equals broke. Are you feeling me on that? 80% of the industry is doing this. And this leads to the fucking path of Brokeville, the town of Brokeville, where you check in and a lot of people just stay there for forever. So what I've done is everything that I do, that I teach, is the exact opposite of Brokeville, right? So when I ask you to do this, or when you look at your business, even before you don't even have to ask me. I always tell people, I'm like, dude, look at what somebody else is doing, and do the same thing what other successful people do. That's all I did. That's what's gotten me, somewhere in life and shit. Is I just follow successful people. I'm like, okay, hey homie, how you do that, boo? They're like, wait, I did this, this, and this. I'm like, okay. And then I did this. Okay, if I wash your car, will you teach me how to do some of that shit? Yeah, okay. Fucking give me a sponge and a bucket, homie. Woo woo. Right. So, I did that. So, but with you, you have to realize that, I'm laying out these tools in front of you, and they're not easy, right? But you have, and if you do what I ask you to do, which is free and easy. I'm not asking money from you. I don't have a fucking agenda. I'm not trying to fucking hustle you with some shit, or saying, hey, you gotta sign up for this shit. I will though. Don't worry, it's coming. I gotta make some money too, yo. But I'd rather make money with you, not from you, right? And that's something I really want you to understand and appreciate. Is my focus for all this stuff is to do more with you together than just collect money from you. I don't like that shit. That just doesn't float my boat, right? So, but I want you to do the opposite of what 80% of estheticians are doing. They're not doing video. Your ass needs to fucking do video, right? They're putting boring ass social media things out there. You need to be fun. You need to be different. They're showing stock images. You need to be the face of your business. You need to fucking step the fuck up and be like, okay, this is what I look like. This is my motherfucking business. You want a fucking facial or what? Ho, right? You don't got to say the whole part. I just throw that in. I don't know. Maybe it wasn't appropriate, but it's all good. So, and you just want to fucking just own that, right? This is you. And I was talking to a girl, and she goes, "Wick, I hate the way I sound." I'm like, "Girl, here. When a client comes to your business, are they gonna hear your voice? Yeah. Is it gonna be the same voice that's gonna be on the video? Probably. I mean, if Wick sounds like this, and let's just say you came to meet me in person, hello, welcome. I'm so obliged that you were able to make it. Well, fucking, what the fuck, Wick? You fucking became British overnight, fucker? Right? I don't think so, but could you want? Would you like Grey Poupon with your fish and chips? Fucking, I don't know. So what you see is what you get, and the same thing with you, right? So when you have these insecurities that you're pushing up, what I want you to fucking do is be like, yeah, okay, you have these insecurities. I'm not saying fucking get rid of them. I'm not saying make them go away. But what I'm asking you to do is say, okay, I have these insecurities, but I want you to make the regret more painful. Because if you can make regret more painful than whichever one is more, whichever one is more painful will win. So if regret is more painful than your insecurities, you'll do the videos, you'll do the social media, you'll step up, you'll do all this shit that I'm fucking just harping on you to do, right? And it's gonna help you. It's gonna help your business, and I hope you see that, right? I don't want you to go, man, this guy wakes up fucking dick. You know what? And maybe I am, and I don't mind you feeling that way about me, as long as I'm helping you, right? I don't care. You can call me whatever you want. I've been called that. I've been called worse. Fucking Wick the Dick. Fucking shit rhymes. Fucking Wick the Dick. Who's video watching? Wick the Dick. Fucking hilarious. Right? But I want you to make that regret more painful. If you stay on that journey that you're on right now, how is that going to affect your mental health? How is it going to affect your kids? Are you tired of fucking struggling? Do you, if you're not going to do it for yourself, can you do it for your children, right? Can you do a fucking video for your kids, your family, your fucking pet, your spouse, your charity? It doesn't matter what it is. You're on this planet for something. There's something that matters to you, and I promise you, money will help that situation. So I want you to think about what regret you'll have in 10 years. What more could you do for your community, for your children, for yourself, for your family, if money wasn't a problem, right? If you're not stressed out, because literally that's what it is. You can literally do a video, two videos, 10 videos in a fucking weekend, and you will start getting clients. You start putting it out there, you start handing out business cards, and you just step up and go, you know what? I'm fucking no longer afraid. Some motherfucker's gonna say yes to me, someone's gonna say no to me, and that's just the nature of the beast. And most people are gonna say no to you. You go like, hey, you know what? No problem. Hey, no problem. I appreciate your time. And you hit the nose because your fucking yes is coming. Your fucking yes is coming, right? But you got to go through the fucking glass, the painful thorns of the nose, and the nose are gonna hurt, the insecurities are gonna hurt, but fucking that regret, just be like, you know what, fuck it, I'm gonna do this, right? So that's my little rant that I wanted to speak to you about because I know you can do it, right? There's nobody here that could not just kill this shit. And I have so much faith in you. I have so much love in me for you. But you got to do it for yourself. And you got to be like, okay, I'm scared. I fucking feel like I look ugly, which you don't. You're fucking beautiful. I feel like I sound funny. Some of you do. Nah. Fuck yeah. fucking with you. You cool? You cool, boo? Right? I swear I sound like I fucking inhale helium. So if I can deal with this shit, and look at me now, I just don't give a fuck. After a while, you're just like, fuck. You know what? Woo, you know, half the shit I swear I said doesn't don't even make sense. I think I laugh and just entertain myself more than anybody. That's okay, right? But you've been given this gift, you've been given this talent, you've been given this opportunity to do such wonderful things, and you can provide for yourself, your family. You are enough to create generational wealth if you follow some of these proven systems that are just they're easy and they're free. My two favorite fucking things in this world. They're easy and they're free. You don't gotta buy no equipment, no fucking heavy lifting. You know what the fuck's hard? Be a roofer in July in fucking Arizona and Vegas. Shit's fucking hard, yo. 117-degree weather and you're out on the fucking roof trying to fix some shit. Be happy, yo, esthetician queen indoors, getting farted on by clients and shit, right? Take that fart any day over that hot ass sun. So again, I hope this is of value to you, and I want to share a little bit about my background and just saying I understand, right? I understand what it is to be broke. I understand when you have nothing. When we were a kid, when we were kids, I remember every Friday. And I love my mom so much, man. I love that woman. Love you, mama. Every Friday she used to pick us up from school, and our treat, like how some of y'all have, like your weekend dinners and stuff like that. We were broke as fuck, but every Friday night, my mom would take us to Taco Bell, and my mom would get a bean burrito, my sister would get a bean burrito, I would get two bean burritos, right? And it was like we would look forward to it. It was such a big thing for us. Fridays here, it's like, ooh, mom's gonna pick us up from school. We're gonna go to Taco Bell, and to this day, that's like my comfort food when I'm sad, when I'm hurting, when I'm just fucked up. It's like I go to Taco Bell because that's what comforted me as a kid. So I still love Taco Bell, right? That's just like my thing because that's what I grew up with. That healed my pain, and I use it to this day. But for you, I want you to heal your pain by making regret stronger. If you do not take action, then you're going to be on this path for a while. And this is a voluntary path. This is a path of your choosing because you can change directions whenever you want, right? You just fucking follow somebody else. You follow another star in this group, another group that's doing well, and you're like, okay, cool. I'm gonna do what they're doing. Okay, Wick says do video. I don't want to do video, but 80% of estheticians, if I actually look at it, like I would say 90% of estheticians are not doing video. So if your ass starts fucking doing it, you're gonna have a huge advantage over them. You're gonna be able to show your personality. You're gonna be able to, let people know who you are. You're gonna start building your own tribe, and that's just gonna help your business. And if you're insecure about it, which I think a lot of people are, use the fucking group. That's what this group is here for. If you're like insecure, you're like, fuck, wait, I don't want to put myself out there yet. Okay, girl, here, do one or two videos in the group first. Just do it. You're in a private group. It's secure. You're in a place of beauty, of comfort. Well, we're gonna support you and shit, right? We're not gonna fucking go, what the fuck was that bullshit? Fucking delete. Boom, thumbs down. You ain't gonna get that. You can get a bunch of people say, girl, I admire you, girl. That was awesome. And you can get some constructive criticisms, right? That, hey, maybe you could have done this or maybe you could have done that. Take that with a grain of salt and be like, okay, these people are helping me, right? These people want to see me win. And that's what this is about, right? Like this group, I spend so much time and energy in this group. I can't even tell y'all, right? That how much time I spend in this shit. And it's because I closely monitor it, because I try to keep the group on track, because I want you to be able to come in the group and be like, okay, I'm here to make money. What the fuck can I do to make money? And then you scroll through it. Okay, there's an idea. Boop, boop, boop. There's an idea. Boop, boop, boop. That's it. There's nothing here about products. There's nothing about what sequence do I use and shit like that. I fucking monitor it. This ain't motherfucking Craigslist. So I'm not trying to sell fucking steamers and shit or who's got a good deal on wax. I don't give two fucks about that shit. You can get that info in any other group out there. They're amazing at it. Power to them. in this motherfucking group, you're here to make money, right? You're here to do some big things with it. So I hope this was of value to you. It kind of gave me some time, but I want you to know where I'm coming from as well. I know your pain, right? Every we might be in different industries, but the path is the same. We depend on clients. We depend on making strangers our friends to give us money so we can help them better accomplish their goals by coming to us. All right, so again, I know this is long. I don't know if any of you are gonna hear all of this shit, but if you do, awesome, good for you, and thank you for hearing me out. But appreciate this, right? You have this time, right? Fucking understand how much you are gonna regret this in the future. Kill your fucking insecurities now, and just step up to make that change. Cause I'm looking at the man in the mirror. Ooh, I'm asking him to change his ways. Woo! All right, y'all. Peace out.